Namaskaram, Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 72nd Sloka, the last Sloka, the last verse given by Lord Krishna. So he says, O Partha, he was calling Arjuna, have you heard this, what all I taught you? Have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? So he wants to ensure whether Arjuna learnt all that correctly and he understood what has been taught so far. Like all teachers in the class, after they finish teaching a concept or a lesson, what do? They sum up and ask questions to the students and find out whether her teaching has reached the students. That is very important because she or he should know all the students understood, and if they have not understood, where they have not understood, which part of the lesson they have not understood, and how it has to be taught again. So she wants the feedback from the students to make sure whether she was successful in imparting that knowledge to the student. So here, Lord Krishna, who is the teacher here, he wants to ensure, he is asking Arjuna, have you understood what I have taught you? Are you still in ignorance? Is it gone? The delusion has gone. So he is asking such questions. Is it enough what I taught you? And did you pay full attention to me? Did you have focused mind? Were you be attentive? So he asked all these questions to Arjuna because Arjuna was in ignorance. Arjuna was in Maya, the beginning of Bhagavad Gita. Because when they were in warfield, Kurukshetra, Arjuna was confused to fight or not to fight. To fight against his own people or to get away from the war field. So Lord Krishna taught him this Gita Padesam. So he is asking, so you were in ignorance, you were in Maya and you had delusion. So you were confused with what are duties, what are not your duties, and what is dharma, what is adharma, what is eternal, what is not eternal, and what are to be done and what are not to be. That is the actions. What kind of actions to be done and what kind of actions not to be done. And you were not in a position to understand. You got confused. He was confused with all this. He didn't know that he had the duty to fight against adharma. So he refused. So after teaching all this, Lord Krishna wanted to find out whether Arjuna is clear. Is there clarity in his mind? Is he away from this Maya, ignorance? And he says, if you have not understood, tell me, I will teach you once again. He's not leaving him. He wants Arjuna to understand what is Maya, what is real, what is dharma, what is adharma. So he is asking, if you have not understood, tell me, I will teach you again. Because he has to do his duty. He should not fail in his dharma. So Krishna asked this question in the last verse of hymn. That is 72nd. So with that, we find Lord Krishna's conversation to Arjuna ends. The next sloka, Arjuna answers. Thank you.